What up, Bulls Nation? Peck here. We've got a live CHGO Bulls postgame coming up for y'all right around the corner. Bulls take down the Raptors for the regular season series sweep and, most importantly, clinch their date with destiny in the NBA's play-in tournament. Coby White with a bounce-back game, 28. We'll break it down next. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome in to CHGO Bulls postgame. Coming to you live from our studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. I'm Peck, Bulls_Peck. That's Big Dave. Bam. Bam. BAWL Sports, the queen of the controls, the one and only KW. What up, KD?
Hello.
We'll hear from Dave Go later on tonight. To help us break this one down, CHGO Bulls postgame presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Be sure to use that promo code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it is never ordinary with Bet365.
Yeah.
Big Dave.
Yeah.
137-118, Bulls win.
So you know what you get? You get three of them because it's a play-in. Smack, Katie. Bulls win. Smack them again. Bulls win. One more time. Bulls win. Drop the bomb on them because it's the play-in. Oh, yeah, that's where you're going. Bulls win. There it is, baby. Bulls back.
Woo!
In the play-in.
Woo!
Yeah! The balloons, they were supposed to drop right about now.
The balloons?
The balloons and the confetti were supposed to be flying everywhere. That's what they were supposed to be going on, but alas, they are not. But the Bulls won. They are now officially in the play-in, Matthew Peck.
Force within saying play-in, mission accomplished banner. Not only a banner, we need some music with the... Katie, hit me with the royal fanfare. The Bulls are playing bounds.
There it is, ladies and gents. Arise, everyone. Celebrate.
Woo!
The hats are thrown because we are bound. Arise. Are you not entertained? Are you not happy and joyful? Hello. Thank you, Fat Maiden.
Three-peat.
Three of them things.
3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Take that, MJ. Take that, Kobe. 3 straight.
There it is.
Where is AK's parade, y'all?
Oh,
3
man.
straight play-in tournaments, baby.
We're in there, baby.
We going.
We're in there.
They're going.
We're in the way.
And
It's
all
happening.
it took was beating a Raptors team that had already gotten on their plane to Cancun. Woo!
They won 4 in a row.
They
And then they came in. They
not
tried.
on purpose.
No.
Their schedule got them 4 wins in a row.
They did kind of how I thought it would go. Like, it would be entertaining kind of first half. They tried to keep it close. The Bulls are definitely on a mission. I mean, 39 in the first quarter, 70 or 67, excuse me.
Yep.
In the second quarter, for the total for the first half, excuse me. And then continued, just with their foot on the gas, man, and took away this victory.
They did. I think they actually reached the 70-point mark at halftime.
Oh, they did reach 70.
Yes,
Okay,
it was 70-57 was a halftime score. But I did think that the Raptors would still come out as the team that got the first early lead because the Bulls have been flat, especially been flat at home a lot this season coming out of the gate. I'm just going to flex real quick. I timed it perfectly. The Raptors took that 10-point lead midway through the first quarter. I threw a big bag of money on the Bulls to cover and then some.
A big bag of money?
Don't you love it when you time things perfectly?
I'm proud of you, man.
Hey,
I'm proud
shout out Bet365.
They do.
You know what it made me want to do?
Easy drinking time, baby.
Crack one of these bad boys.
Sam.
Let's get to what's brewing, y'all. And what's brewing is the Bulls punching their ticket to the play-in tournament for the 3rd consecutive year behind a bounce-back night from Coby White, who just got bullied by that Thunder defense last night. Dave was really encouraged to see Coby White respond the way he did. Yes, against a Raptors team that was playing out the final strings going down the Titanic. But we've talked a lot in this recent stretch of Coby excelling, not just as streaky scorer Coby, streaky shooter Coby, but a 3-level scorer, Coby.
Ooh.
And tonight, 28 points. Yes, he got it down behind the 3-point line.
Yeah.
But a stat line we've seen something exactly like or very similar to in this recent stretch. I believe he was 7 of 9 from the field inside the arc and a perfect 5 of 5 at the free throw line. That's the version of Coby White's offensive growth that we've been talking about for like the better part of the last couple months.
Yeah, man.
And he did it again tonight.
You're right. And like, I think you hit it on the head when you said it's a perfect bounce back game for him. I think we all thought that he would come in this game, because of the competition as well. And because Coby, is a fiery guy. He just, he has a standard he wants to play up to, as all really good NBA players have. And I mean, he did it all over the place. Like you mentioned, like the 28 points, but the 6 assists was awesome to see, getting everybody involved. The 2 steals that he had as well. But as you mentioned, 3 of 7 from the 3-point line, but inside, 10 of 16 total. You know what I'm saying? 10 of 16 from the field is really excellent. That's 60%, 62% to be exact for your guard. You're doing your thing. You know what I mean? When that stuff is going down and happening for you. Coby White has just become just truly a consistent scorer and a consistent thing that the Bulls can count on night after night after night after night. And it's just really great to see. He deserves all the accolades. We'll get into that later. But, man, dude, he has just been really, truly awesome for the Bulls and gave them exactly what they needed tonight. He's still doing a little foul baiting that's, deterring and messing up some of the shots.
You saw him get upset with the refs a couple different times tonight looking for calls.
Yeah, it's taking away some of the shots he's taken, but it's not stopping him. And that's what I just like so much. We've seen him make mistakes, and we've seen him make turnovers, and we've seen him, dribble the ball and get it taken away. Like, we've seen him claim shots. And then we've also seen it, change his game and affect his game and everything from offense to defense. It's not like that no more with Coby White, man. And that is the level we wanted him to get to, and that is the level he's at. And that's why you're seeing what you're seeing on the floor, plus adding in the free throws. That is a real straight-up dude who is on his way to becoming a star.
And, shout out to Josh Giddey. We talked about in that stretch of March games, when the Bulls went 9-6. Coby, as we talked about in pregame, wins Eastern Conference Player of the Month award, and well-deserved. But it was not only Coby, but Giddey getting to the free throw line in that stretch of games. Giddey was 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight, aggressive in his own right, as he once again flirted with a triple-double. Giddey finished with 17, 12 dimes, and 7 boards. Did have 5 turnovers. The Giddey turnovers have kind of been on a little bit of an uptick. I think somebody I just saw in the comments mentioned 20 combined over his last 4 games. You know that's going to be an issue sometimes. But, Giddey was not the only perpetrator on turnovers tonight. Coby had 3. Matas had a couple as well. I think you take the good with the bad when it comes to that. And I'm as someone who y'all know is not the biggest Josh Giddey fan in the world.
What?
He made a couple of passes tonight that had me saying to myself and or to you and Katie, damn, like just crafty stuff. He was like, he finds tiny little crevices in the paint and, dump offs to whether it be Vooch or Zach Collins or Kevin Huerter, somebody making a cut. Josh Giddey made some dumb attempts at passes tonight, but he also made some really pretty ones.
Man. man, Matt with those backhands are awesome. Shout out to him, man. Slap. But they're there. They're there. You're good. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists in 28 minutes, along with 3 steals. The shooting wasn't there, as you mentioned, 5 of 12 from the field. But as you mentioned, Matt, 8 times at the free throw line. That dude, that's the other part of his superpower to me. I said the superpower is rebounding. The other one is attacking constantly, over and over and over again. That dude attacks, man. He is on the hunt every time. And depending on the official that is refereeing the game and how they referee the game, you can see Josh Giddey with a 25-point night, or you can see him, with a 10-point night. Just depending on who's the official. Because some of those tonight, he was just trucking dudes, and they weren't calling it at all. And it worked for him. And then since he was being aggressive, guess what? They were giving him the calls. So it was all good for him, for Josh Giddey, man. He did a really good job. I like how he played. I mean, the rebounds, Matt, you were saying like he wanted to get that triple-double. That's probably why he was still in that game for so long.
You were upset with Billy for Josh still being in that game with like less than 4
Yeah, man.
left.
He was in there.
Bulls up comfortably. Dude, I think it's because Billy wanted to let him try to get the triple-double.
Dude, even in the 2-minute mark, right before he took him out, Katie said, "Why is he in the game?" Like we never understood. So, but he, we was in there. Billy, you know how he rolls. He got a little tips in him. So that's how it goes. But a solid game. This is a true solid game for Giddey. I'm starting to learn, his baseline, which I've been asking. What is his baseline? What will he put up just in an average game? Mm-hmm. And I'm starting to realize, his baseline, his average game. If it'll be between, 13 to 15 points, he'll get 8 to 10 rebounds, and he'll get 8 to 10 assists. That's a pretty damn good baseline, you know what I mean, for a guy like Josh Giddey, even when you're shooting this bad. So this also factors into if you're going to the free throw line. 6 of 8 is great, for Josh Giddey. He definitely made some turnovers that was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like the oop that he missed on Matas. It was like, damn. You know what I mean?
And Matas' reach is so crazy. He still almost pulled that thing down.
Still almost yanked it right on down. But yeah, man, like I think Giddey is getting into that baseline and finding out his comfort zone and knowing how to operate within the team. So now the team is, when a guy is always looking for you and always, this is any NBA player.
Yeah.
They love playing with a guy who, is looking for them and trying to get them together. So when a guy is looking for you, you're going to be responding. You're going to hit those corners. You're going to be running that lane correctly. And that's what you see with Matas trying to get those oops. That's what you see with Kevin Huerter. He was getting those shots up, man, on the baseline. That's what Coby comes in, all those guys. THT, whoever you want to throw in. But they're all looking, and because Josh Giddey is looking for them too, it's going to be some success more times than not.
Indeed. We've talked a lot about the Bulls' style of offensive play and how in this last month or so, it's really started to click and work for them. Mm-hmm. Playing, their opponents off the floor, tiring their opponents out. So by the time you get to those fourth quarters, the Bulls are still the team running, as opposed to the team struggling to try to keep up. And even on a night like tonight, which is the second night of a back-to-back for the Bulls, they had to play in OKC, get their butts whooped, then travel home after that, get home really late, have a shoot-around this morning, and then play this game tonight. And the fact that they still played at the pace that they played.
Yeah.
And Coby and Josh are the leaders of that, but everybody. Yeah. Kevin Huerter pushes the pace. Matas pushes the pace when he's the one with the ball in his hands at times. They put up a stat towards the end of this game. The Bulls, by the way, finished tonight with 21 fast break points to 17 for the Raptors. It was the Bulls' 9th straight game with 20 or more fast break points scored.
Yeah.
The not only leading the NBA this season as far as length of streak of 20 or more fast break points in consecutive games, it is the most consecutive games with 20 or more fast break points since the Golden State Warriors of 2017. Y'all remember who were on the 2017 Warriors?
There were some players
that was the Steph Clay, Kevin Durant version of the Golden State Warriors.
Future Chicago Bull Kevin Durant?
Sure. He wore a Tony Kukoc jersey one time.
I heard about this.
But, I mean, like, you talk about dedicating yourselves, committing yourselves to playing your brand of basketball, and it's something that Billy was harping on all the way back in training camp.
Yeah.
If we run, we'll have fun. That was his tagline in training camp.
Yeah.
The Bulls have been running.
Yeah.
And it is working in their favor.
Running.
Because they're a running team. They still beat the Raptors in points in the paint by 26 tonight, and being a fast-running team.
I think also, Matt, like you just mentioned, like you're coming off a back-to-back, couple of guys sitting out. The Bulls ran 8 deep, and they still were running these dudes out the gym. You know what I mean? Like you got Coby with 33 minutes. You had Kevin Huerter with 33 minutes. Vooch, who we'll talk about for sure, 25 minutes, and Matas, with almost 30 minutes again. Taylor Horton-Tucker, 32 off the bench. You know what I mean? Like 32 minutes, bro. Like they were shorthanded, and it didn't matter. Like they still were running and playing at their pace and playing at their style. And I like that when you can impose your will on a team and say, we don't care what you do, you're going to have to catch up to what we're doing. And you saw that's what the Bulls did from the very first quarter. Good job, man.
Yes, indeedy. Kyle in the comments said, but I thought these were meaningless games. We should be losing. Parentheses. Yeah. That's my take on all of this. But if the team is going to go out there and say, we want to go to the play-in, we want to go to the playoffs, then we're still going to sit here and break down what they did well and what they didn't do well.
Yeah, it's not on the players.
NBA basketball.
Players going to play.
Players going to play.
Players going to play, man. And they play to win, as every player should be doing. So
this is true.
So, yeah, you're going to call out when it's good and you're going to call out when it's bad. We are fair here, sir. We are fair.
Let's take our first break right there. Still plenty more to get to in tonight's postgame show, breaking this one down. Hit the like button if you haven't done it yet. Cast the vote that Katie just put up a poll for. See us on the other side of these ads.
The other side. We're going through. Oh, y'all. I want to talk about them people. Empire Today.
Ooh.
Oh, you know I rock with them.
We got a goon coming up.
You know it's on the way. It's going to be a double dose. A double dose out here, man. Because just like your favorite team needs a home court advantage, your home needs a home floor advantage. You see what just happened? And Empire Today can help you get it. Empire Today has flooring experts. Guess what? It's capitalized to let you know. Experts. That's what they do, all right? Dedicated flooring professionals who focus on flooring every single day. Oh, you've all been in them big box stores. Katie just want to hang out, you know what I mean? But no, she got to go to the big box store. She got to go see about some flooring, and then she got to go run into 15-year-old Biff. And you know he don't know what's happening. He just started working there 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what I'm doing out here. And Katie's going to get frustrated, as she do, and she's going to want to punch a hole right through Biff's face. And Biff, man, please don't hit me. I didn't know what I was doing here for that. Why are you wasting the time? Well, guess what? You don't have to deal with that with Empire Today, because those big box stores might have a flooring department, but the person helping you with the flooring, his name is Biff, and he ain't there for you. Biff. So why Empire Today is your best bet for new flooring? Well, Empire lives and breathes flooring, and they will be with you every step of the way. It's a whole different ballgame when it says that, ladies and gentlemen. You can pick the right flooring and the right colors for your space. See how it looks with your furniture in your house. You don't got to leave. You can see it right there, man. Get precise measurements taken and have all your questions answered, so there will be absolutely no surprises. With Empire Today, you get clear, upfront, and inclusive pricing, plus you can schedule installation as soon as the next day. That is soon. So schedule a free in-home estimate today, because some things are just better at home. That is a fact. CHGO listeners can receive a $350 discount when they use this promo code right here, CHGO. You heard it. $350 discount with that code CHGO. Restrictions apply. Visit Empire Today /CHGO for them full details. 588-2300. Pack
Empire
Today.
Post game also brought to you by
Me. Easy drinking.
Dave. Sam Adams American Light, y'all. Light beer just got better. Introducing Sam Adams American Light. It's clean, it's crisp, it's super easy to drink. No gimmicks, no fluff, just delicious light beer. Sam Adams American Light is not your average light beer. No. It's brewed with 100% American source ingredients from local independent farmers. It's light beer that's made right. Light beer should never feel like a compromise in any department, in any way. I don't want to compromise. I just want delicious light beer.
That's it.
It's an American classic so smooth you'll want to crack open another one. And then another one. And then one more.
That's it.
It's always Sam season, no matter the seasonal season. Light beer just got better. Grab yourself some Sam Adams American Light. Available now at select Chicago retailers. Must be 21 and older. And please drink responsibly. Speaking of those select retailers, you know who does carry Sam Adams American Light?
Please tell me.
Our friends just down the street at West Loop Market.
Right down the street.
Always reliably there.
Walk in, snatch it, pay for it, get up out of there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the commitment to your character of Biff in the Empire read.
Yeah, man. That's how he sounds.
Yeah.
That's how I wrote. Katie, no?
Little known fact, Biff Loman from Death of a Salesman. Salesman at a crappy flooring place that's not as good as Empire.
Never.
That's what they don't tell you when you read Death of a Salesman in English class or theater class.
That's it. Make sure you see it or read it. Promise you.
Katie, pop quiz. Are you familiar with Death of a Salesman?
My high school did a play version of Death of a Salesman.
Let's go. Were you in it?
No, I wasn't in it, but I did see it. I remember seeing it.
Some of Arthur Miller's finest work.
All right. You've earned some Matt Peck points.
That's
there,
right.
Katie. Well done.
Guarantee you, Joey, Young Spathers would have been like, who's Arthur Miller?
Yeah. And why'd the salesman die?
I didn't think salesman had that much of a dangerous job.
Yeah, dude. He's had a rough one.
Rolling along, CHGO Bulls postgame, brought to you by Bet365. Dave, you mentioned the quality night from Vooch. We can touch on him real quick.
Absolutely.
We've talked about Vooch being sort of like checked out after that trade deadline came and went, and he took a look around and was like, wait.
What?
I'm still here.
Hello?
Blink.
Hello?
A blink. Nope, still here. It was nice to see Vooch have a night where he looked a bit more plugged in.
Yeah.
I mean, Giddey's not the only one who flirted with the triple-double. Vooch put up 22, 10, and 7.
Yeah.
We did not have the availability of Jalen Smith tonight. He was a late scratch dealing with a knee that's been bugging him at times. So we saw primarily Collins, off the bench as far as backup big minutes. And I thought that the two both played well. You and I were kind of having a joke while watching that game when Vooch was getting a lot of touches inside about like, you know what? Could totally believe it if AK just turns around and is like, you know what, Vooch?
Come on home.
3 more years.
Stay on
3
home,
more
man.
years. Whereas I think most Bulls fans are wondering if there is any trade value left with this, with this very respected vet.
Yeah.
I have to imagine Vooch is frustrated with how this season has gone. He was playing lights out.
He was.
I think because he wanted to get traded out of here.
Probably.
I think that's why he was playing as well as he was. He didn't get the trade, but you have seen Vooch crack a smile here and there in some of the Bulls like social videos that they've shared, locker room stuff, team like the road trip stuff. I don't know how much Vooch is getting sucked into this like young guys, fun new culture. Hey, we're starting to win some games now. However he feels about where he is with this team and where they are, it's nice to see an occasional smile and an occasional night like tonight where Vooch is actually locked in.
In the fourth quarter, when the game was clearly out of hand and the scrubs were in, Matas went up for a dunk and tried to dunk on the whole Raptors team, got fouled. When they showed the replay and Matas went up, the first person off the bench was Vooch. The very first person. Rising up with it like, oh, snap. So that's just letting you know he still has some engagement with the team for sure. And it definitely wants to see the success happen for those guys out there on the floor. So, yeah, it did look like he had, kind of checked out early when that trade didn't go down. He looked a little sad. But now he's accepting of his reality and what it is. Like, he's here, and we're going to the play-in. I really, really liked how he played. He just looked super comfortable, and they went to him very early, and they got him engaged. And that's usually how you have to do a big fella. You got to get him engaged early. The Bulls been doing that. I mean, you can go back to the Bill Cartwright days when they would always go to him first. They did the same thing with Luke Longley when they would go to him first. And then after Bill Cartwright would get his, they would look at Horace Grant, would get him a couple of jumpers, and then the greatest of all time. And then another all-time great would take over the game for the CHGO Bulls. Yay, we win 6. But I like that they went to him early and often. Josh Giddey was making some really great passes inside to him. And I love the way he was finishing. Like, Vooch has truly perfected that push-touch shot. It is really perfected that, man. Like, it is just really smooth. Every time he does it, it's like, this dude knows science. When I sit there and watch that, like, this man really understands science and angles and velocity and all these things, man, because that is not an easy shot to do, but he makes it look really, really simple. I love the no hesitation of it. Like, as soon as he gets it, it's gone. Like, that joke is in the air, and he's trying to score. So he was doing it in a bunch of ways. Most of it was on the inside and the interior, but he was 2 of 3 from the three-point line. So he was knocking those down as well, man. Like, this was the most engaged game I've seen from him in some weeks now. Maybe because, Giddey and Coby were doing their thing and a little Matas too. But this is definitely the most engaged I saw Vooch, man. He looked like he was ready to play and really wanted to be involved and really wanted to win this game.
Speaking of guys who played well tonight, Heath in comments saying Kevin Huerter might have been handy against OKC. Huerter started this game 7 of 7.
Yeah.
As Heath just mentioned, missed the game last night and was back in there tonight with a minor injury that he's been playing through. He had 3 dunks tonight.
3 dunks.
A career high.
3
dunks in one night.
Yeah.
Sneaky athleticism with that one.
Sneaky.
And as Dave says, the greenest light in the NBA is Kevin Huerter after arriving here in the trade that sends Zach to Sacramento.
Do what you want.
We've seen good Kevin Huerter. We've seen bad Kevin Huerter. We've seen mid Kevin Huerter. Tonight was good Kevin Huerter.
It was good Kevin Huerter tonight, as you mentioned, 7-7 to start it out there, man. But he was just floating around everywhere. Like when you got it going like that, everything feels and is better for you as a player. You know what I mean? When the basket looks that open, you cut a little bit harder. You know what I mean? Your picks are set a little bit tougher. You hustle just a little bit more. And I thought I saw that tonight from Kevin Huerter from the onset. Like, he really, really played well and was really trying to get everybody involved, but then also getting his own, like showing as referenced and as evidenced by him getting those 3 dunks right there. That's him getting his own. They want alley-oops. You know what I mean? Like, he was getting that going to the bucket and getting those dunks, and definitely on those outlet passes as well. But, hey, he did his thing, and he didn't shoot a ton of threes.
Yeah.
I think he only had
2 of 4.
2 of 4. There it is. 50%, but only took 4 attempts out there. But he did everything else you're supposed to do that you want your guy to do. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have a guy who can be a threat to score you 20-plus points. Not saying you need him to every night. It'd be nice. He'd probably get a bigger check if that was the case. But you need somebody to be that threat on your team because everything isn't going to go like you need it to all the time. Vooch isn't going to be on all the time. Giddey isn't going to have those super triple doubles. Coby is going to be off some of those games. Matas is still a rookie that's still learning a little bit. So who can I go to? You know what I mean? Who can be that guy that can kind of put that salve on that we need, and so we can keep running our offense and not just have it on some one-on-one breakdown things. That's for THT to do. But the other guys that are still running the system is your starting 5. So who can be that guy? Well, with Lonzo being out, it's going to be Kevin Huerter. And even with Lonzo in, it's still going to be a guy like Kevin Huerter because he's got the greenest light in the NBA. He is going to get those shots, and he did really well tonight.
BR in the comments saying Air Herder. He's saying Hustler Herder. What's the official name? Red
Velvet, baby.
Red Velvet. Not to be confused with Red. What is Andy Dalton, the NFL QB? Red Rocket?
Yeah, Red Rocket.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Red Velvet is like the worst thing I've ever heard.
It's not
the worst thing you've ever heard.
It needs to be changed.
It makes me think of a cupcake.
He's smooth.
Like,
yeah, it makes me think of like a really tacky
word association.
bedspread.
I say Red Velvet. You say
tacky bedspread.
Tacky bedspread.
Okay. I was looking for cupcake. Did not know that you were going to go with tacky.
Show me cupcake.
Show me tacky bedspread. Show me potato salad. Shout out to Fantasy Cast Podcast saying, how fun is this? What a great show. My wife won't let me talk about the Bulls anymore, so I really need this.
Hey, bro, we're here for you.
Kimberly saying, Fantasy Cast, my family has shut me down as well.
It's all right.
Well, that's why we're here for each of you and all of you who are excited.
Yes.
Want to talk Bulls basketball.
Yes.
Whether you're jacked about the play-in tournament or not, whether you're just excited about Matas Buzelis and what he's looking like, or Coby White, Josh Giddey, any and all of the above.
We here.
This is why we're here.
Yeah.
I do want to dive into Matas, but I want to dive into Matas. So we can say that for the other part of the break.
Sure.
So just real quick before we go to break, Dave, he might come up again when people are throwing out their Goon of the Night nominations. But can we just give some quick love right now to Dalen Horton-Tucker?
THT.
I'm sorry. He was 1 point shy of matching Kobe's team high 28.
Oh, as I call him, THT. He was on
He's
one.
dynamite.
Yeah, Katie, it went down. Yeah, it did. Yes, I did do it, and I'll do it again.
I mean, first real tick for THT in a while. He did get some minutes last night when the Bulls were getting escorted off the stage.
Dude, that's what I talked about when you're running your offense. You know what I mean? Who's going to be that guy? Because THT comes in, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? You giving me the ball, and I'm about to go get these buckets. And that's what's going to happen. 27. 6 rebounds, 3 assists on 8 of 16 shooting. That man got up 8 threes.
Wait for it. What else did he get up 8 of?
free throws, baby.
What?
8 of them things. He went to the line.
Coby and Josh for getting back to the line tonight.
Yeah.
After not doing so against the Thunder.
Yeah.
THT took 8. He went 8 of 8 of the free throw line.
It was a plus 19 as well.
That bowling ball draws fouls.
All the time, man.
Draw fouls on all them pins.
And he dunked on one too, man. He had a dunk in there as well, like a vicious one. So, no, he did his thing, man. Shout out to him. Continuing representing the city. It's always great.
Thomas Banks saying all THT knows is 1v5.
That's it.
And I saw somebody in the comments earlier asking, why is THT not getting more minutes? That's why.
Yeah, it's very streaky.
Dude is a bucket getter.
Yeah.
He is not ideal for the offense that Billy, Coby, and Josh are leading right now.
Yeah. Not the greatest defender either.
No.
And like I said, he's streaky.
Not that is, something that will exclude you from getting minutes on your 24-25 Chicago Bulls.
Fair point. But Pat's got to play.
Oh, God. We're not talking about okay, we'll knock out some ads and we'll come back. We'll dive into more. Definitely Matas, maybe Pat. Hit the like button.
Zach Collins, too. THE.
Oh, God.
Sunnyside, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Sunnyside.
Oh, Sunnyside's an awesome place, man. A magical place. Sunnyside Cannabis Dispensary is your home for judgment-free cannabis shopping, a place where all kinds of visitors are welcome to explore, discover, and purchase a wide array of high-quality hydroponics in the city. Sunnyside has everything that you need to elevate your summer, your spring, your fall, your winter, your rainy days, your sunny days. It's all about that Sunnyside. It's your one-stop shop for all your cannabis needs. Sunnyside has an expertly curated menu with over 100 strains to choose from, plus easy online ordering and in-store pickup. Sunnyside is Illinois' favorite dispensary with locations in the city. Shout out Wrigleyville and River North. All the way out to the suburbs. Shout out Champaign and South Beloit. And many, many more. A sniggy. You, if you're starting out, Sunnyside has expert guidance and brands that we know that you're gonna love. Like Good News for this fella right here, and Mindy's, shout out. Or if you're a pro, this fella here, you got it covered with 100 strains, over 100 strains on the menu, and new ones added every single day, daily, y'all. Expertly curated. It is awesome. Wellness Advisor Staff Picks Collection. You can look at that. They got it ready for you right there. They're going to serve it to you. It's right a beautiful thing, man. Got that Cresco, the Florida Cows. Incredible quality and consistent products. They got it all. Visit sunnyside.shop for bright buys every day, including 50% off your first 3 online purchases. You heard what I said. Enter that promo code HICHGO at checkout to qualify. Exclusions apply. Sunnyside Cannabis Dispensary, bright buys every day, only for 21 and over or Illinois Met Card holders.
Met Card holders.
Hold that card.
Postgame tonight also brought to you by Circa Sportsbook. Whatever the sport, the app to bet is Circa Sports Illinois. And the sport to bet right now is hoops, y'all.
Okay.
I mean, it can be baseball.
Yeah.
It's getting going.
Yeah.
Cubs playing out on the West Coast late right now. Could be hockey.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. But right now, with the tourney, still with the most epic games to go, and NBA playoffs right around the corner, hoops. Thing to bet. Place to bet. Circa. Circa Sports Illinois has high betting limits, low holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season.
All of them.
Even play-in tournament games. Spreads, props, futures, even in-game betting. Circa Sports has it for you. Fun to bet like a pro from anytime, anywhere in the state of Illinois. And don't forget that exceptional customer service, y'all, featuring real human beatings. Beating human beings with beating hearts. I was a half a phrase ahead of myself.
Right. Brain went over a little bit. It's all right. He's thinking ahead.
Oh, download that new bookie today at circusports.com. Must be 21 and older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know what I was thinking?
What's that?
So when THT is scoring like that, he's THE. When he's getting an assist, he had 3 assists. He's THE. Okay. Oh, Lord. That was a good one. Oh, yes. Oh. Whoa. Oh, man. Oh,
do you know what that he is in reference to, Katie?
I don't really think I care, if I'm being honest. Sorry.
We try to educate the youth around here.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things.
It just goes unappreciated.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Go ahead, tell me.
It's like education.
It is a great segment of Magic Johnson breaking down the scrimmage before the Barcelona Olympics.
Correct.
When he was talking about, he was talking about
beating on those college kids
who
took that first game from him because Chuck Daly took them off the sideline.
That beat them.
And then when they came in the next game, it was a little bit different.
Magic was reliving his greatness in a documentary about the 92 Dream Team.
Just, getting no-look passes in. That's
one of my favorite GIFs and/or memes ever.
Yes. There you go, Katie.
Great.
Shout out to the Undisputed hanging out with us in the chat.
Colin is Katie Crowbar.
Love you.
Katie Crowbar, not Crowbar Katie, sir.
Crowbar Katie?
Katie Crowbar.
Katie Crowbar.
I get that right, Colin. It's all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Katie. You had something. No? Okay.
No?
We'll move forward. Zach Collins. I did want to give him a shout out too.
Okay.
Because the 7 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists in 18 minutes is pretty damn good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I like the 3-pointer that he hit. He only hit one, but it was a baseline one. It was just wonderfully well executed. He got that pass and he hit that shot. It was just really, really good. I believe TH hit him with that, if I ain't mistaken. But man, like that is great numbers for a guy who's backing up somebody who is having a really great game. So Vooch is having a good game, giving you your points, your rebounds, and assists. Well, guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play a little toned down version of that game. Let me get these 7 points. I know I'm not gonna be the guy they're gonna be looking for. So I'm gonna get the points when I can, when I'm open. I'm gonna battle on these boards, and I'm gonna get these rebounds, and I'm gonna give you this effort, and then I'm gonna continue that ball movement. So I'm gonna go ahead, and get these 5 assists on top of that, and also get no turnovers. He was a plus 14. Like, that is a really good game for a backup center coming in off the bench, man. And he deserves his credit for this game that he played tonight.
He did. I do want to also dive into Matas because he had what you might call underwhelming game if you were only looking at the box score. Although, shout out to him for his career-high 4 steals tonight. But 9 points on 3 of 5. Between 9 and 5, do you know which number bugs me more, Dave? Because it's 5.
I was
5 shots?
I was right there with you.
5 shots.
I was right there with you.
You start tonight, you play 29 minutes, and you only take 5 shots. And sometimes it's like, hey, if the ball doesn't come your way, the ball doesn't come your way. But you and I talked about it a couple different times tonight where we saw Matas, maybe he, got a swing pass on the, to the weak side or whatever, and then put the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
One time, it was early in the third, he tried to do his, Zach LaVine-esque hold the ball high, step through, move through the paint at an angle, and then kicked it out to, I believe, Coby in the corner. Even earlier than that, I think maybe late first quarter, he had another one where he put the ball on the floor, made a couple of moves, and then passed it off. We tease Patrick Williams for doing that all the time.
All the time.
And it's those moments where we're talking about where Matas can grow his game. After the bad season of 3-point shooting in the G League, he's already proving to us that he can be a legit 3-point shooter in this league.
Yeah.
We're not worried about that.
Yeah.
He's proving to us that he can be a defensive weapon in this league.
Yeah.
We know he can finish at the rim in this league.
Sure.
It's that middle area of the floor where you want him to be more confident. You want to see more evidence of him being confident to put the ball on the floor, then create space and then a shot for himself instead of passing the ball off. I thought we saw a couple of those moments tonight from Matas where I would have preferred that he keep that rock for himself, find some space, and then get a shot up.
Yeah, and when I talked about the thing when Sabine and Bulldog were here, shout out to them, and we were discussing Matas, that was one of the things I said when I said talk about his handles that needs to work on. That's what I'm talking about, because with those handles, you create your own shot, and that is the next level of becoming a star. Let's use Coby White as the example. You know what I mean? What makes Coby White so good? Yes, getting to the free throw line. Yes, the shooting. But when his handles got so much better, it changed everything for him. That added the step back 3 to his game. That added the jab step, spin, get to your inside, finish with any hand. It added teams when you playing up on them, I can tap, 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 and go around you. So he gets to use every other part of what makes him Coby White. You know what I mean? It makes him that. So Matas Buzelis, and again, he's a rookie. We know he's gonna, get to these levels. But that's the level I'm gonna want him at next, Matt, is when he becomes a matchup nightmare. That's what I want. I want him to be the matchup nightmare, man. 6'10" with handles, you are a nightmare. Kevin Durant is the first thing that kind of comes to mind. Dirk Nowitzki is another one whose handles got so much better, but then he realized, I'm a little better down on this post too. So that athleticism is not going to be there all the time for Matas. He's going to get older. Knees are going to start hurting. Ankles going to start hurting. You got to get yourself a game to get yourself your comfortable, easy shot. You see all the greats kind of do those kind of things, man. So I think when Matas starts working on that, and I want him to start working on that, creating his own shot, getting his own thing, you won't see him passing it off so much. You won't see him trying to find whoever's open. You're open because you have the basketball. Hey. You're Matas Buzelis, and they can't stop you. And then it's going to be awesome games for him within his future once he gets that in his game, man, because he already has a nice little handle for sure. You can't pull off the move he did against Luka without having some nice handles on you. He did it again tonight where he went behind his back when somebody was trying to steal the ball from him. So once he gets one that he can create his own shot with, though, Matt, whether it's a fadeaway, you know what I'm saying, whether it's just a step back three, whatever it is, once he gets it, he's going to be vicious.
That is where you can start believing the star to superstar hype that some Bulls fans are wanting to already believe right now.
Yeah.
That middle part of his game.
Yeah.
With the handles and the confidence to create space and then shoot.
Yeah.
That's the next thing that I want to see from him.
Yeah, man.
Katie, I heard a jingle. Do we want to talk to the GOAT before we go to our last ad break? Let's bring him in. That Hooters Highway Hotline, y'all. Hey.
I see Will is stupid. I see him already. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Joining us on that Hooters Highway Hotline.
There he is.
It's our guy, Will the Goat Gottlieb.
Often.
Read his stuff on CHGO.com. Follow him, Will_Gottlieb. GOAT. It's official, buddy. 3-peat in the play-in. How excited was the crowd at the UC tonight?
Not as excited as I am to be affiliated with Hooters on the Hooters Hot Wing Hotline.
Hey.
Let's go.
But they're pumped every game. Like the Bulls played really well. They've been playing well here at home after like kind of a weird, start to the season where they just like were not playing well at home, but were killing it on the road. They've been consistently good and competitive. This Raptors team, they've been like pretty like decent defensively since the All-Star break. A lot of that has to do with, a cakewalk schedule. A lot of it has to do with their personnel. So I think the Bulls were pretty happy to have competed and to have beaten them up, especially after last night where they just got their teeth kicked in and kind of, just embarrassed by that OKC team, which obviously is a really good team. But, to Billy Donovan's point, something he said during the press conference was like, it doesn't matter how good they are. We didn't play to our style. And so I think, he felt like that was slipping a little bit during the Laker game. He felt like that slipped during the Mavericks game and obviously last night. And so I think they really got back to that from start to finish. And they're now locked into the play-in. They are going to be making it back. And I think it's less about like celebrating the accomplishment and more about they've given themselves an opportunity to fight for the playoffs. And, they view it through that lens. It's not like, yay, we made it. It's more like, this is like where it kind of starts. And I appreciate that perspective.
Will, we were talking about Vooch early on and just how he played. Like, it was probably the most engaged we've seen him in one of his best games that he's had in the All-Star break, probably since that Knicks game that started after the All-Star break. But just talk about what you saw from him on the floor. What made him more engaged? Were guys just looking to get him the ball more? Like, was he making himself more available? What was it?
Yeah, solid game from him. I thought the facilitation was really good. I think 7 assists for him on the night. He walked into a couple of threes early on in the game. And when you can just like get going like that from the jump, I think that really engages him. And not to say he's like not engaged when he's not got the ball in his hands, but I think he's a field player. And so when he's involved in the offense, he can start to put his impact on the game. And he can do that through passing. He had a couple of nice like backdoor passes. Kevin Huerter was like getting all these dunks early on. A couple of them hit ahead passes, one from Vooch, I believe. So just a good game from him in terms of facilitation and efficiency. I mean, 9 for 12. He's not going to do that every night, But, you know, the same thing we say about Coby or Giddey or Matas or whoever. It's like, what can you do when you're not shooting the ball really well? And I think for Vooch, it's like that facilitation, rebounding, obviously a big piece of his game too, but always good to see the ball go in. So I think just staying aggressive, playing, you know, making quick decisions against like a pretty aggressive Raptors defense, and they're dropping back off of him, he's going to shoot it.
This is actually in regard to what we heard from Billy Donovan pregame, and thank you for sending over a clip of that. When he was talking about Lonzo and where he is in his maybe return right now, and it was like, maybe as soon as Friday, there's a chance he could re-aggravate this wrist if he plays on it. Either way, it's going to take some time into the offseason for it to be all the way back. But it seemed like he was kind of speaking out of both sides of his mouth. Could you shed some more light on what exactly he was trying to say as far as Lonzo, the wrist, and whether or not he'll play?
Yeah, I mean, he has been taking it really slow. I think basically the idea is that he's just going to have some pain in that wrist. And I think the doctors have basically said, look, there's not any risk of you making it worse by playing. If you maybe fall on it or something, you know, weird happens, then maybe it might get worse and you'll have to like be out again for a little while, but you're not going to make it worse to the point where like all of a sudden you need surgery. And basically this was coming from a question about, was there any thought to just shutting him down for the year? And the answer to that is no, he does not need surgery. But he is going to have to like let this rest up, and it's going to take some time, I guess, just with, you know, those parts of your limbs and your like, you know, ligaments that are that far away from your heart. It's hard to get the blood flow there. And I think it can take a longer time to heal than, you know, a knee or something like that. So he just needs more time, but I think he's like gearing up towards a return. I think the concern is like if he re-aggravates it, but from what I understand and from what Billy said, there's not like a risk of surgery, and that has not been something that they've even put on the table. So it does seem like he's going to trend towards a return. And Billy said there was a chance he's going to go Friday. I think he was questionable today. So there is a possibility. But I think they just need to be careful with it. And like, I mean, look, they're trying to make the playoffs here. Like the important piece is for him to be ready in the play-in. And he said he was going to be ready to go by then. So we'll see. I think they got 6 games left. So I think they're going to try to ease him back in and just make sure that nothing happens to make anything worse.
Okay. And so just to clarify for what you're saying, he can't, if he plays with it, he can injure it to the point where he has to have surgery. So it would just kind of be maybe even a pain management of how much he could take out there.
Yeah, I think it's a pain management thing. I mean, if he injures it in some way, then yeah, there's a possibility. Like Billy has said multiple times that he like avoided a Patrick situation where Patrick needed surgery and that cost him almost the whole season. I don't think that's the case. Obviously, if a different or new thing happens to his wrist, that could change. But it just sounds from now like he's just, you know, recovering from the sprain. And it's taking a long time because of where it is, you know, relative to like the blood flow stuff that I was talking about. So I agree. I think it's a little like unclear just because like, I mean, he is it at more risk of him hurting it because it's already injured, or is there no new risk and any new injury to it would be totally random and separate? It sounds like the latter. But there does not seem to be a lot of concern coming from the team about this being something that's going to like cost him a long time, you know, in terms of like being out games. I think he's going to be able to play through it a little bit and then rest up during the offseason. But Billy was very clear that surgery is not on the table right now.
Okay. Thank you. I couldn't wait to hear from you and ask this question because Matt and I were really good. We were like, we'll just ask GOAT, and you definitely shed light.
I mean, I saw what you guys saw, right? So like there's only that was my understanding of what Billy said. We posted a video on our Twitter account. People can go watch that if they want to see the whole thing. But it does. I think the main headline is that he is trending towards a return. This is going to be something that he's dealing with for a while, but it's not going to cost him, you know, major time or potential surgery.
Okay. I wanted to ask you about Josh Giddey. If, as you know, when I've sat here many a time with you, I've talked about Josh Giddey's baseline. Like, what is it? Like, what is his baseline? I thought tonight I got some answers on kind of what that could be for him, statistically, what that could be for him. Can you talk about his game, and did you kind of see that as well? Because he wasn't overwhelming, but he damn sure was doing his thing for the Bulls, and they wouldn't have won that game without him.
Yeah, I thought he was really solid. He was, in terms of like production, he was one of the more consistent players last night. It was really Coby who I think was held to only 7 points. So Giddey, I think he has the ability to put up big numbers because the offense is really flowing through him. And that was always like the question or I don't know, concern is maybe strong, but it's like, yes, we know you can do big box score numbers because you've got the ball in your hands. You're a very good passer. And I think he's done really well to improve not only his 3-point shot, but his driving, as we've talked a lot about. And I think that's what you're seeing from him more consistently. And that's really encouraging. The driving, the free throws, 6 of 8 from the line tonight. He continues to rebound really well and just be an aggressive defensive rebounder, like going after balls. I think he needs to box out a little bit more and can get kind of lost on that at times. But for the most part, I think you're seeing this really solid level of production from him. And you got to keep seeing it, but I just wonder like what else can he add to his game? And I think that's really going to be a question for him this offseason is, okay, you're going to pay him a lot of money. That's fine. He's playing like he deserves it. And he's playing well and the team's playing well. Like you want to reward those guys and you want to keep those guys around. Great. But he's 22. Like everybody keeps saying, like how much more can you add? How much better can you get? And I think, the 3-point shooting needs to continue to improve. The defense, the flaws have been glaring as we've talked about. But to me, like having that level of consistency as a facilitator, as a driver, and as a person who can knock down open shots when they are in front of you, I think that's a really good baseline for him to have.
All right, go. We got to knock out another ad break, so we'll let you go early tonight, but not before you give us your nomination for Goon of the Night.
I'm going to go with Coby White, Coby White, for winning Eastern Conference Player of the Month. He was awesome again tonight, 28 points, but that's just an award that you don't see a lot for Chicago Bulls players in recent history. So not that it was like a 44-point game and it was what he was solid and he was giving you what he has been giving you. And I think that's great. That's what the Bulls need. But I think just to really take home that award is pretty cool for Coby. So Coby White, play Goon of the Night.
Appreciate the time. Bulls Nation, read his stuff, allchgo.com. Follow him, Will_Gottlieb. Buddy, we will see you tomorrow. Get home safe.
We know him.
All right, guys.
All right. With that, we'll knock out a couple ads. We'll come back and find out who the Goon of the Night truly is. Hit the like button for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Are you not listening to Katie?
Listen to her. Man.
Switch the samples.
Oh. When we saw Joey yesterday, he gave me a note from Baby Joey.
How's Baby Joey doing?
Yeah, he's great. Baby Joey's great.
Okay.
Yeah. And when he handed me the note, it just said one word on it, and it said, Katie. That's all it said.
That is mysterious.
Very mysterious.
Dare I say ominous.
Man. And you know what? I didn't understand.
Of course you didn't.
I never understood.
Never understood?
I didn't get it. Why?
How?
Why?
Why?
How come these glasses cost so much money? Shady Rays said, guess what? We're going to do something about that, all right? Because our friends at Shady Rays are helping you get the right frame of mind, ladies and gentlemen, with their premium polarized shades that will not break the bank. It's an independent sunglasses company offering that world-class product that is rated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Their sunglasses got those durable frames, those crystal clear optics, making them the perfect choice for your outdoor. And as this mustache man is going to prove to you, your indoor adventurones. But oh my God, your shades, they might get broken because you toss your hat. Oh God, I got shades on the hat. Snap. Oh, they off of his face. Sadness is back. No, not God. But he remembered the Lost and Broken Replacements program. The most insane protection in all of eyewear.
Insane.
He sent them right back in. Yeah. And guess what? He returned them worry-free within 30 days. So guess what? New pair of shades right back on his face. TH, all that going on. It's insanity. And guess you can exchange them, y'all, worry-free as long as you return them. There's no risk when you shop. And their team has always got your back with personal and fast support. So CHGO viewers and listeners, go to shadyrays.com and save 35%. Ooh, that's nice. Off of those premium polarized shades. Try it yourself. The shades, ladies and gentlemen, where over 300,000 people have rated 5 stars on Shady Rays. Use the code CHGO. Get yourself 35% off. Shady Rays. We see you. The optics in your face. Oh, because the Rays are oh so shady.
Oh, so shady. Mm-hmm. Postgame tonight also brought to you by Dave, let me ask you real quick. What time is it? Game time! Y'all got to try out
Purdue Pulse.
Game Time Picks, the new feature from Game Time that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier.
Yeah.
Maybe including a Bulls home play-in tournament game. Maybe a little bit. Katie loves it. Katie wants it.
Hey.
Game Time Picks filters out the fluff.
Yeah.
So you only are shown the incredible deals on great seats. You don't have to waste time searching through the thousands of tickets that you have no interest in.
No.
Just the good stuff. Just the primo deals. Pick an upcoming game on the app, browse through the seats on Game Time Picks, then talk about all of the incredible savings you can find while you are enjoying all of the great perks of the app, like the seat views.
Yeah.
You need those seat views, Dave.
See them.
So you can know where's the nearest bar, where's the nearest bathroom, do I have the leg room?
Stretch out the dogs.
Yeah.
The dogs.
Need that leg room.
Yeah.
Game Time Picks will let you know where exactly you're sitting, what exactly the view is from each exact seat.
Need it.
Check out the Customize Your Spot feature. Also, they've got insurance on these tickets, Dave.
Straight up.
Any and all kinds of insurance, maybe even insurance that you couldn't even think of on purchasing a ticket and then being like, oh, something comes up. A babysitter canceled tonight.
What?
Or I, unexpectedly lost my job after I bought this expensive ticket, for this big event, whatever.
They got hang out with Katie insurance?
I'm guessing they do.
That's amazing.
Check the fine print. They might have hanging out with Katie insurance. Because screw this thing I got a ticket to. I'm hanging out with Katie tonight.
Damn right.
Why not just bring Katie with you?
She don't want to go to the wrestling.
Get 2 tickets. You can convince her.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I could.
Plus, of course, that Game Time lowest price guarantee. If you find the exact same ticket, the exact same seat, the exact same event on a different ticketing app or service on a cheaper price than Game Time, show it to Game Time and they will credit you 110% of the difference. So what's the risk? There is none.
Nope.
Your purchase is covered with the most flexible, that's right, flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time Picks. Just download the Game Time app, create an account, and use promo code CHGO to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Redeem code CHGO to get $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today because getting over what time is it?
Game Time a hoot.
Game Time hoot.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I know how I get into wrestling.
Yeah?
I just let him know Michael B. Jordan will be there.
Ooh.
She'll show up.
Michael B. Jordan's a big wrestling fan?
He is a fan.
Well, there you go.
He's a fan of wrestling and anime. She's a fan. Katie will show up.
String wears Wallace. Did you catch that, Katie?
I wasn't listening because I just noticed that you knocked down our Michael Jordan funk pop thing.
Oh, when you slammed it in the foot?
My apologies.
No, I mean, you could leave it there. I just noticed it as you were talking.
I mean, I don't care about these Funko Pop things that some people are.
You're not a fan?
No.
No? Okay.
Like, be a figurine, like, action figure style, or be a bobblehead, or be nothing. What is this weird in between little, short, giant heads, small bodies?
Yeah, MJ's head was not that big. Like, that's just silly.
No. The proportions are not accurate.
I know what I'm going to ask Katie to do.
Speaking of wrestling.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you one thing.
What's that?
I'm going to ask her to pick a hand. Left
Pick
or
a
right?
hand. Left.
She's going with the right.
She's going right.
Oh, she's going to put it up high as it can go. And then she's going to look and see if Michael B. Jordan is here. And then she's going to be across your face one time. Slap her, Katie.
To be the man, you got to beat the man. Now. I'm the man.
Woo! Might
Empire Today
need that.
presents Goon of the Night. Oh, it's so awesome, man. Brought to you by Empire Today, because all they do is floors, no matter what. 588 2300. Katie!
Empire Today.
Oh,
that's all I needed.
That's
all I needed.
The likes weren't there.
They're not even close.
You got to get those likes up, y'all. If you want to hear Katie sing.
You want to hear them dulcet tones.
The magic pipes.
That's right. And she got them, too. She can go. She get it out there. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the people are here for. To find out who shall win Goon of the Night. Ladies first, we will go with Queen Katie.
My Goon of the Night is going to be every person in the chat that is nice and kind.
What?
Wow.
That's who my Goon of the Night nomination is tonight.
That's it, huh?
My brain.
I mean,
And let me clarify, I'm picking that because I tuned out of the Bulls game for the first 3 quarters.
Oh,
So
there it
I
is.
don't feel qualified to pick a player.
oh, Katie, you missed a
I don't want to
barn burner.
nominate Dave because he just won with the last win.
Don't mean I don't
And-
deserve a nomination.
Well, it's going to be the nice people tonight in the chat.
Then that's definitely me.
But that's why I said in the chat. The nice people
Okay.
in the chat. Like Kimberly.
Shout out to Kimberly.
Shout out to Kimberly, man.
Colin, Maddie Legend, all you fine people. Joel.
Yeah. All right. That's who Katie's vote is. Matthew Peck, Easy Drinking, Sam Adams, American Light.
You know it.
Wonderful hoodie.
Thank you, sir.
Who shall win Goon of the Night?
Look, how can I not nominate THT,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dynamite,
Mm-hmm.
THT? He put up 27 points
Yeah.
off the bench. Somebody in the comments earlier, I want to say it was like Brian E. or something. I don't know if you can find his hit, Katie, said THT legit thinks he's James Harden.
Yeah.
But like not as a joke.
Yeah.
Said that like he thinks he's, there you go, Brian E. THT believes he's James Harden.
Yeah.
I mean, really believes it.
Yes. Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think THT truly believes
Mm-hmm.
that he is the next James Harden.
Yeah.
With some of this stuff, he's put the ball on the floor,
I think you're right.
step back,
Yeah.
get them shots up,
Cash.
drive the hole,
Yeah.
barrel through the paint,
Get out my way.
find a layup, draw a foul, go to the
Cash.
free throw line 8 times.
Take that, ref. Ugh.
THT is a straight up goon.
Yeah.
He was tonight. He is now and always. Tonight he gets my nomination.
Yeah. All
That
right.
dude's a fool.
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there. Oh, all right. Well, here it is. You see the belt. It's amazing. Shined up nicely. The Goon of the Night goes to it's a tie.
Tie.
We got a tie, ladies and gentlemen. And let me just say, Coco almost won this. I'm
Is
being
that,
real
the,
with
is
you.
that the dog?
Nah,
The dog,
dude.
Coco the dog, almost
F
won this.
that dog.
Coco the dog.
If you're-
How dare y'all pull a
that
dog?
dog.
What's wrong with you?
If you're going to the game,
You bring your dog.
leave your pets at home.
It's an
And
emotional
don't dress
support
them in
animal.
Smell
Gucci.
your dog's farts if
Dressed
I am
up-
unlucky enough to sit next to you at the
Dressed
game.
up in
Why
Gucci
are you
looking fly.
dressing your dog in Gucci?
Boo.
What's wrong
No.
with Gucci on the dog?
Boo.
How dare you be
Boo.
fly? How
your
dare
dog.
you love your dog?
I love dogs.
No,
You know-
it don't
you-
seem like it.
You know where they
You're
belong?
booing dogs.
You know where they belong? In your home,
Uh-huh.
on sidewalks, in parks where dogs play. Maybe your backyard, your front yard.
Oh, so you don't want them on planes either? They can't get on there?
I'm not
No.
booing dogs.
no.
I'm booing
Oh,
one dog. Their
I-
name is
You're
Coco.
booing a dog.
I can't-
How
I
dare
can't
you?
possibly-
Where's your
I
heart?
can't possibly survive this flight from Chicago to Cleveland without my emotional support llama. People are
Wait,
dumb.
llama? Where you going with a llama?
It's getting that crazy, Dave. It's getting that crazy.
We get no flights with
What
llamas
next?
now?
What
Shout
next?
out to you for having a llama.
Grow
Like,
a
shout out to
spine
your
and
life,
leave
man.
your pet at home,
Oh,
people.
Shout out Coco for
Good
looking fly.
Lord.
Coco the rich dog.
This is getting out of hand.
You looked amazing. You almost won this, but no, you did not.
Yes,
It's
yes,
a tie.
Kimberly. I
It's a
got
tie.
so sick of hearing about and seeing the dog. Same. It's
Oh.
a dog. What's it doing in the United Center? Get it out of there.
Shout out. And shout out to the owner as well, because you're obviously doing something that you can afford to drape your dog in some Gucci. Shout out to you. So, Goon of the Night in the tie. One goes to Kevin Huerter. Why? Because the man had his first ever 3 dunks of his career in a game. That is Goon stuff right there, sir. You earned that. So shout out to you for that. The other one goes to Coby White. Why does it go to Coby White? Because as I talk about all the time, Matt, sometimes when guys usually do all this spectacular stuff, it doesn't go to them. But Coby White had one of the damn best months of it, probably the best month of his career. 2 Eastern Conference Player of the Week awards, including an Eastern Conference Player of the Month award, and then just had another good game tonight as well, man. Nah, bro, sometimes it's got to go to the dude putting up the numbers sometimes. So you get some of this as well. Coby White in a tie. Coby White and Kevin Huerter are our Goons of the Night. Shout out Coco.
Shout out Coco. Go home, Coco. Stay home, Coco.
Stay
Go
home,
Glen Coco.
Shout out to Colin. He said, Katie's my favorite again. Don't tell Dave or Matt. Well, Colin, here's the problem.
It's all right.
I can read.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? That's fine. Katie's my favorite too.
She's okay.
Also, I think Jesus Namos just effed around and found out.
Yeah, it's so crazy that right after I nominated all the people in the chat, I had to ban someone for the first time. So, goodbye. I will not miss you. Go ahead, bring back your burner. I'll ban that too. Like, let's just get this over with.
Gotta keep an eye out for them burners, Katie.
Again, this is why I should have got the nomination. Again, this is how it goes. But it's all right.
It's your award.
It's all right. No, but it comes from the nominations come from her.
Okay, fair enough.
I can't sway that. I didn't think I should win.
No,
the nominations, came from her.
That's true.
That's all right.
All right, y'all. So the Bulls go 1-1 on the set of back-to-back games, but get that all-important clinching of their play-in destiny. Where they will be, 7, 8, 9, or 10, still remains to be seen with their remaining 6 regular season games. The next of which is Friday against the Blazers. Did the Blazers hang on and win that game, Dave?
Let's go find out.
There were obviously, some tankathon implications.
The Blazers won 127 to 113.
127 to 113.
So, yes.
There you go.
They definitely won. Absolutely.
So, that means tonight, big game for not only the Bulls making the play-in, but also in the tankathon standings, Raptors. Raptors eliminated. The next big one is on Friday.
Okay.
We shall see.
We shall see.
The Bulls could still move up to 9 to get that home court in the 9-10 game. They could still move up to 8th even.
They could.
I think
theoretically.
7th is a long shot.
Long shot.
But we will be back tomorrow with live pod, 5:30 Central Time, to help bridge that gap before we get to that game on Friday.
Yeah.
So until tomorrow at 5:30, make sure, again, you're reading GOAT stuff. AllCHGO.com is where you can find it. Make sure you are a CHGO diehard if you aren't already, so you can read all of it and the very best of it. You follow him, Bull_Gottlieb. Big Dave's Bow, BNWO Sports. Bow. I'm Bulls_Peck. We are CHGO_Bulls. Shout out to the one and only Queen of the Controls, Katie Duffy. We will see you tomorrow night, Bulls Nation, 5:30. See Red be good.
I can make him smile even when she don't want to.
3-piece.
Shout out to me.
Give me the fanfare, Katie. You can't touch it. We all see